Hey, we're back at the Rum Distillery, Richland Rum. They're open, looks like 1 to 6, tours and tastings, and almost world famous Pineapple Express. Voted best rum in America in Forbes. Check it out, let's take a peek in. Look at this. Wow, oh look at, here's the tasting room. Very cool. We'll have to come in here, do a tasting. Could Ruby come in? Ask him. Best made, what does it say here? Rum. Single still. Oh boy, award-winning. Let's go taste it. Okay, we're coming in to see Richland Rum in Brunswick, Georgia. And I'm gonna try this out.
Good morning.
I'm gonna do a tasting. How you doing?
I'm well, and you?
Alrighty.
Welcome to Richland Rum.
What do we have here?
So, we are America's only single estate rum producer. What that means is we're the only rum producer that does every single step of the process in-house. We have a farm, Richland, Georgia. That's where everything got started. That is still where we grow our sugarcane. We have 200 acres. Wow. We harvest once a year in November. The sugarcane goes through a grinder, all the juice is extracted. That juice is then heated, reduced down to our pure sugarcane syrup. This is what they send us from the farm. This is what we then ferment and then distill to make the rums in front of you.
Oh.
So most rums of the world, 97, 98% of all rums are made from molasses. Molasses is just the waste product from the sugar industry. So by growing our own sugarcane, it means we get to keep all of those good sugars rather than just distilling somebody else's waste product.
And where is Richland from here? Richland?
Richland's about 4 hours west.
West of here?
Yeah,
okay.
Tiny little town, about halfway between Albany and Columbus, Georgia.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do a flight of 5.
Okay. We are going to start with the only rum that has not been aged a day. This comes straight out of the still at 120 proof. We add water to this, brings that proof down to 86. If you'd like to go ahead and pick this up and smell it, what you're going to smell is butterscotch.
Alrighty. You want to film me while I'm doing that? Let me smell it. Wow, that does. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So what's the second one?
You want to taste this one?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to taste it.
I want to taste it now? Okay.
We'll do them one by one.
Wow, that is good.
So very short, very crisp, very short finish, a little bit of citrus, quite floral. What it's going to remind you of is tequila. We come from very similar origins. We're from our pure sugarcane syrup, tequila's from blue agave syrup. So fermented, distilled, not aged a single day, both processes being equal, you can end up with a very similar end result.
What's the next one?
The next one is our Old South Georgia Classic Reserve. This is the rum we've been making the longest. It's our most widely distributed. It's probably our most versatile. So aged for a minimum 4 years. We use a brand new American white oak barrel every single time. We don't blend barrels, we don't reuse barrels, so every barrel is a true single barrel rum as well as being a single estate rum. Lots of vanilla, lots of caramel.
I can smell that. Yeah, the caramel and vanilla. Let me try it.
Now this one's going to remind you far more of a bourbon than it will a typical rum. The aging process we use very much in line with the bourbon industry.
How about the third one?
Third one, this is where we get a little creative. So aged for 3 years. At the 3-year point, we take the barrel down off the rack, take the rum out of the barrel, send the empty barrel up to Athens, Georgia. Terrapin Brewing Company puts a tiramisu milk stout into our barrel for 12 to 18 months. So they're getting rum flavor for their tiramisu milk stout. Meanwhile, our barrel is picking up flavor notes from their beer. At the end of a year, 18 months, they're going to bottle their beer, send us a barrel back. We put the original rum back in that barrel, age it for another 3 to 4 years. So what you're going to taste here, lots of chocolate,
Yeah.
a bit of coffee,
Yep, I smell that.
pecan, walnut, maple. Yeah, this is all those flavors we picked up from that milk stout.
I smell the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It has a little coffee taste. to
It does.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
A
All right.
little creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah. Number 4.
Number 4 follows a very similar aging process as the last one, except this time we send our barrel up to Chateauguay. This is a big winery, resort, spa north of Atlanta. They're going to put one of their ports in our barrel, again for 12 to 18 months. This time we're picking up all those sharper sugars from that fortified wine. So the nose, far more like a brandy or a cognac. It picked up a lot of fruit from
Oh
the,
yeah. I smell the
from
brandy
those red
part of
grapes.
it and the cognac. Yes. Let me try that. That is very unique.
Very smooth.
Yes.
Lots of red berries.
I like that.
Cherry on the finish. Reminds you more of a very smooth whiskey. Makes an absolute fabulous Manhattan.
That's my favorite so far. All right. What's number 5?
Well, all the rums you've tasted so far have been cut to 86 proof before we bottle them.
I see.
Number 5 here, this is our cask strength version of our classic. So straight from the barrel into the bottle, no water added. So you're going to get all the same vanilla, caramel that you had here, only because we didn't add water, these flavors are going to be intensified. Literally from the tip of your tongue, these flavors just burst. A little more heat, perhaps some tingle on your lips.
Yep.
Yeah, this one, 115 proof.
Wow.
So it's going to be a little more heat up here, but because we're using copper, because we're distilling very, very low temperature over a long period of time, absolutely zero burn.
No burn at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed
very,
that.
very smooth.
Wow. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I recommend everybody come here. When you come to Brunswick, come to the distillery.